Greetings everyone, I am Master Tatiana and welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing the numerology series of the Soul's Urge, number 8. So this vibration, number 8, when it falls in the placement of the Soul's Urge, you have a natural urge for material gain, power, and status. The Soul's Urge really manipulates and works very well with the mind. Why is this? It's because it knows that it is the mind that starts the engine going, okay? So through the mind, right, the Soul's Urge has this desire, right? So it sends a message to your brain, to your thinking mind, to your thinking brain, the neocortex. And what it does is the neocortex starts to think of these things that you desire, these material things that you are yearning for. And what that does is starts to bring up the energy, starts to pull the energy that is needed in order for things to get moving. Yes. So your Soul's Urge is the engine, right? So just like an engine, it cannot start unless it has the keys, right? So your Soul's Urge uses that key part, right? The thought. Everything starts with the thought. And so that's the key that starts the engine to pursue such desires. So what this means is that the 8 can be looked upon as a very narrow-minded individual, right? This is because you are all about setting a goal and focusing on that. The 8 is the visionaries. The 8 is the one that received the idea and then pursues it. So in order for it to pursue it, what does it need? It needs discipline. Yes. So at times, many times, the 8 are usually misunderstood. They are sometimes considered to be greedy, controlling, manipulative, and this is all because they have a vision. This is all because they are very focused. However, this could work against them. Because see, sometimes the 8 are very narrow-minded, that they are just focusing on one particular person or one particular event, and that just may not work for you, and you may just be missing out on all the other opportunities that were trying to scream for your attention, but you paid no mind, no attention. The Soul's Urge also reveals usually your career path, the certain things that you are going to just gravitate or will spark your interest. Okay, so when it comes to 8, usually the field that they're usually in is a field of executive, CEOs, politicians, or justice. Yes, they are very black and white. Black and white, there's no gray when it comes to an 8. And let's please respect the fact that there's no gray there, okay? Instead of looking at it, see, I told you something wasn't right with this person. No. There's a reason why they are with non-gray, okay? Because their focus, their mission really in this time, in this space, is really to execute. To execute. So there's really no time for them to have gray areas. They need to execute. And it's for a reason. It is for a reason. Your creator gave you the Soul's Urge for a reason. Maybe in a past life, you probably found yourself, being very careless with finance. You may have found yourself giving too much and worrying about everyone else. And even being a Soul's Urge 8 at this time, you may still care about everyone else. That may just be very true. However, we want to balance all of these characteristics. And how do we balance this? Is through discipline. Okay? It's through discipline. Another thing that Soul's Urge 8s need to be cautious about is your behavior, your choices. Okay, we need to choose wisely because the 8s are more prone to really getting it really rough. Okay, if your choices is really of greed and divide and conquer, you can expect to get the same in return. Through your body you will feel that. Okay, you can expect that. Okay, if your intention is more in alignment to a higher purpose, right, more of the sum of, then you can definitely reap better what you sow. Okay, but if you're using your mind to take from people, to rob from people, then you can expect that you will start to eventually feel the effect. Your focus abilities is impeccable, is admirable. This is the reason why you are the visionary. You are the ones that have the best ability to focus. And if we use our gifts to really serve our spiritual growth, then we start to realize that our action is really being rooted from a desire to ultimately feel love. Even if the world doesn't get you, even if the world doesn't appreciate you, you know that your desire is love. Okay. Another thing I like for everyone to know, Soul's Urge 8 are not the really touchy-feeling, lovey-dovey kind of individuals. They are, the way they show their affection is through gifts. Yeah. That sounds beautiful, right? So sometimes you may find that you're with someone that has a Soul's Urge 8. We're going to focus on the Soul's Urge vibration today. So you may find yourself dating someone that has the Soul's Urge 8, and they have a hard time saying I love you or giving you a hug or telling you job well done. Even the way they say it will feel a bit cold. Okay, their way of expressing love to you will be through material things. They will buy you something. Even if they know that, when they know they were wrong, they usually just buy you something, or they mail something to you. They get you like some flowers, or they will consult someone and say, hey, what should I give this person? And this person will tell them, well, get them chocolate, or get them this, or get them that. And they will just put out the order, because that's what you guys are good for, putting out the order, and it will be sent to you guys, to whoever they're sending it out to. Okay, so 8s are usually misunderstood, very often, more than none, and this is solely because of their very strict, focused, constructive mindset, with boundaries mindset. That's what they have. And so for this reason, people tend to look at an 8 as if a Soul's Urge 8, as if they are just too controlling and cold, that they are just too controlling and cold. But that's not the case. They also have hearts, clearly, right? So we need people like 8s here, because 8s are the ones that really bring the magic to the world. Okay, they truly are the ones that bring heaven to earth. But as I mentioned before, 8s has to be really careful on their actions. Okay, this is how they manifest in the world. Okay, so a good deed for an 8 doesn't mean that you are going to be loving people, that you're going to be kumbaya with people. That doesn't mean that. Okay, an 8 doing a good deed will consist on their level of focus, on their level of building discipline, on their level of finishing the task. That is how an 8 will develop themselves accordingly. Okay, so just like all of us, we all have yin and yang. Okay, so the 8 needs to be mindful, because it's already a vibration that accumulates a lot of the dark side already, right? Because it feeds off how others are looking at it as well. Okay, so 8 really have this illusion that the world is judging them very critically. And usually it's very true, but the 8 intensifies that. So the pressure is very high for an 8. Okay. So with that being said, guys, we are concluding today with the Soul's Urge 8. If you're liking these videos, please thumb up, please subscribe. I really appreciate all of you guys just showing so much love. I apologize again for being a little bit off the grid, and only because I'm wrapping up a course that I created for numerology, and it's called The Innovative Self. So I just wrapped that first course up, but we're going to have it in January again, and it was so powerful. Whoa, it even blew my mind, and I was the one that created it. So if you're interested, I'm going to do a separate video talking about this course, where you can consider in starting your new year with it, because it will start in January. So with that being said, I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Until next time, with the Soul's Urge 9. Bye, guys.